Hey everyone, welcome to another installment of Harry Potter Theory. In today's video, we're going to be discussing the Harry Potter world post-Deathly Hallows, and what came of Hagrid's brother, Grawp. Hagrid discovers Grawp in 1995, when, along with Olympe Maxime, he travels to the giant colony on Dumbledore's orders. Dumbledore knew that a war was brewing with Voldemort and the Death Eaters, and he wanted the giants on his side. Who better to send than Hogwarts' lovable half-giant groundskeeper? However, while Hagrid was there on business, one giant in particular stuck out to him. For you see, this giant, though larger than Hagrid, wasn't quite as giant as the other giants. After doing some inquiring, and after spending 3 days at the giant's camp, Hagrid discovered that this was in fact his half-brother, Grawp. The pair shared a mother, a giantess by the name of Fridwulfa, the same mother that had abandoned Hagrid and his father at a young age. While there, Hagrid also made the decision to bring Grawp with him back to Hogwarts. You see, because of Grawp's small, 16-foot stature, he was bullied by the other giants, and Hagrid, who didn't want to see his own blood suffer, felt that he would be able to improve Grawp's life, and subsequently brought him back to the magical school. Knowing that he likely wouldn't be able to keep Grawp in plain sight, Hagrid kept Grawp in the Forbidden Forest for months, teaching him manners and pieces of English. Though Hagrid's attempts at domesticating Grawp were largely futile, Hagrid cared for him very much, and it's a good thing that he was around, because he was actually the reason that Harry and Hermione were able to survive their encounter with the Centaurs. When Harry and Hermione trick Umbridge into going to the Forbidden Forest, she ends up being taken away by Centaurs, but what's excluded from the film is that the remaining Centaurs actually turn on Harry and Hermione. This is when Grawp steps in and saves the day. But Grawp's assistance didn't end there. In fact, Grawp also had a part to play in the Battle of Hogwarts. At the same time, Grawp came lumbering around the side of the castle and yelled, "Hagger!" His cries were answered by roars from Voldemort's giants. They ran at Grawp like bull elephants, making the earth quake. During the battle, Grawp tapped into a side of himself that was previously unseen, an angrier, more serious side. But, bearing all of this in mind, what happened to the lovable, undersized giant after the war, after the events of the Deathly Hallows? The first thing worth mentioning is that Grawp did in fact survive the Battle of Hogwarts, and immediately after their victory could be seen celebrating and laughing while students threw food into his mouth. Other than not being listed as a casualty in the battle, there's no definitive canon answer as to what happened to Grawp, but I do have a fairly conservative theory. You see, after Umbridge had been sacked at Hogwarts, Dumbledore and Hagrid thought it would be best to send Grawp to live in a cave in the mountains near Hogsmeade. As it turns out, Grawp enjoyed the cave quite a lot, and much preferred it to the forest where he lived previously. Though Grawp emerged from his mountain cave to fight in the Battle of Hogwarts, I think that the cave was actually a great home for Grawp, and that he simply returned to live there after the battle. By this stage, Grawp had developed considerably from when Hagrid first found him, and even began to show an understanding of human emotions, like happiness and joy. Given that Hagrid stayed on as gameskeeper, I think that Grawp would have simply lived out his days, travelling between Hogwarts School and the mountains of Hogsmeade. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section below. Until next time, you're a wizard, Harry!